So, you guys have been suggesting and requesting the Opticor for quite a while now, and the reason I haven't done it yet is because I was just scared I wouldn't be able to make it work. The Opticor is an old gun, and a weird old gun at that, so I just didn't want to do it, but you know what? If you're not willing to fail and be wrong and look stupid, you will never do anything great. So let's check it out. The blueprint for the Opticor can be acquired from the energy lab in your dojo, and to build it you're gonna need some forma, cryotic, gallium and fieldron. The Opticor has a strangely high mastery rank requirement of 14, and it's a laser cannon that causes a magnetic explosion on impact. It's a charge-based weapon with a 20% crit chance, a 2.5 times crit multiplier, and a 20% status chance, and a fully charged shot will do a grand total of 1000 damage with the beam and then 400 damage with the explosion. And before we get to it, I would like to say thank you to Flamaniacs for the Forma Bundle, and thank you Julian135 for the potato. I've had this weapon for a few years now, and I've tried loads of different builds, as you can tell by the 10 Forma on it. I've tried a lot of different stuff. So let's see if we can make it work. This might be one of the few weapons where I'm actually going to run Deadhead, because it just makes sense. It's easy to stack up, and the headshot multiplier is going to be very nice. Let's start off with Galvanized Chamber. Galvanized Scope might not be the worst idea here, since we are going with Deadhead, so we're going to be aiming for headshots anyway. I don't think we'll need crit delay, and I really don't want to slow the charge time down, but for now let's try it, and let's also slap on Vital Sense for some crit damage. Yep, definitely want Vile Acceleration. 1.18. That's still a lot. Oof. Do we want to go with raw damage? I think we kind of do, right? Because I never liked hunter munition setups on the Opticor. It's just too unreliable. Let's switch the D into a dash. I guess corrosive, so infected clip, and then we can slap on Stormbringer. Seems simple enough. That'll do for now. That's still slow as hell. The damage is pretty good, but the charge up, no. Okay, crit delay out. That is just not good. Let's flip these two around. Or we can run Vigilante Fervor for the set bonus. That actually makes a lot of sense. If we then slap on an adapter, there we go, we can get a 2-piece set bonus for 10% chance to orange crit. That sounds good. Oh, that is much better. We don't lose that much damage, because, well, we were mostly yellow critting anyway, with an occasional orange crit, and we still have that, so we basically lost nothing. We just gained a bunch of fire rate. That's good. That's very good. Okay, we're on the right track here. I do want to try Hunter Munitions though, just to see how it does. Okay, Deadhead it is, Galvanized Chamber. I don't know if this is worth it, but having more multi-shot should make Hunter Munitions more reliable, which is the main problem with this, it's just not reliable. Let's put in Scope, and what else did I do here? Get Fervor for the set bonus, and Fire Rate, Sense for some crit damage, more Fire Rate, something like this I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, show me. Oof, okay. That ain't too bad. That was that from the AoE? That must have been from the AoE. It's so all over the place. I am liking the orange crits from the Vigilante set though, that's well good. It just feels so stupid to bleed things with the Opticor. I died. Okay, let's try Steel Path then. I mean, it's Steel Path, right? So, like, the damage isn't terrible, it's just... it still feels quite slow. Like, when it chunks, like that, it's pretty good, but then it doesn't, and it's pretty bad. Yep, it's one thing to test it in the simulacrum, but to actually ramp it up in a mission, that's a whole other story. I hate this so much. Yeah, we're gonna have to help this, like, strip, maybe prime, maybe surge, something, but this is not gonna work on its own. So if we're gonna provide armor strip for this, we can take out Stormbringer and just run Vital for the health damage. Let's swap these around. This then lets us run Vigilante Armaments for more multi-shot and a 15% chance to enhance our crits. I am out of ideas, so this better work. Okay, this is like doing stuff. The question is, how much of that is in Aros and how much of it is the Opticor? This actually doesn't feel half bad, but it is a bit of a stretch. We're giving it a lot of help here with our boy. Even with the strip and like surge and all that, it still feels slow and clumsy, I must say. Like, it's not terrible, but I am not impressed. This just needs more of something, like bigger AoE or faster charge time or more crit, just something. I'll wait for the Acolyte, I guess. That pretty much summarizes like my feeling about it. It's just like, I don't know if I would call this a success. I mean, it works, it's just, I was kind of expecting more from it. So here's the best build that I could come up with for the standard Opticor. We have Galvanized Chamber and Vigilante Armament for multi-shot, Galvanized Scope and Vital Sense for crit, Vigilante Fervor and Val Acceleration for fire rate, and then Infected Clip and Primed Cryo Rounds for vital damage. We're also running Vigilante supplies in the Exiles to give us a 3-piece Vigilante set bonus, which gives us a 15% chance to enhance our crit from yellow to orange. Though you don't need to do this if you're running these on your companion's weapon, and if you're doing that, take out Vigilante Fervor and put in Speed Trigger instead as well. Oh yeah, and we're running Primary Deadhead for damage and Headshot Multiplier. I am not very happy with the result here. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that the weapon is bad. I mean, it could, but I could have also just missed something very obvious, or I didn't think of something. I'm just a one-man army over here at the end of the day. I miss stuff, very obvious stuff sometimes as well, and I make mistakes all the time. So again, if you have a better, more reliable way of scaling damage on the Opticor, please share it in the comment section down below. Now, the build that I did isn't complete garbage. It works in Steel Path if you give it some armor strip and maybe a bit of help with something like Breach Surge, and it feels pretty damn solid outside of Steel Path. It actually clears missions decently fast. Though with that said, if you just want to have fun on the star chart, I would highly recommend trying to get the Opticor Vando instead of the standard Opticor. It doesn't pack as big of a punch, but it feels a hell of a lot better to use. But anyway, that's pretty much it, so I thank you very much for watching, as always guys, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it means a lot to me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.